If you're a highly sensitive person with a perfectionism and a nervous system that panics when you try something new, this video is for you. Today, I'm talking about why being a beginner feels unbearable and how to start anyway without spiraling into any kind of shame. Um, so real talk. I am 2 weeks into YouTube and I've been scared out of my mind, guys. I like I post a video and 5 minutes later I'm in my head and I'm just thinking, should I delete the whole channel? Move to a remote island where nobody can can perceive me? Because the lighting is not perfect sometimes. I don't get the settings correct this sometimes. The editing is not right. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm forgetting what I'm saying. And I think I'm prepared. I continue to stumble over my words. I am Kenyan. I have an accent. My accent gets in the way. And I'm in my head. Even when I don't say it out loud, I still find myself in my head. I forget what I was about to say mid-sentence, and it's embarrassing. It's a practice that I'm trying to build this muscle, but I get so frustrated with myself because my brain goes, wait until you're better. Wait until you're ready. Wait until you're perfect. Because I say too many times, I just forget. I forget what I want to say. But here's what I'm learning. If I wait until I'm perfect, I'll never start. And as a highly sensitive person, I am in my head a lot. So, and I think other highly sensitive people don't need me perfect. They just need me present, right? Just being here. So this week, my reset is this. I'm letting myself be a beginner, no apology, no disappearing, no delaying my life because my nervous system wants certainty. So let's talk. Come sit with me. My name is Sly. Welcome to my couch. I'm a pediatric registered nurse, writer, and a professional overfeeler. This couch knows things. It knows what it's like to carry everyone else's emotions, to shrink so others feel comfortable, to be told your depth is too much. This is the video version of my Substack, and I'll put the link in the description below. And my Substack community is called a HSP Sanctuary, HSP meaning highly sensitive person. One video every day for anyone who feels too deeply in a world that wants you to feel less. So, unclench your jaw, as I always unclench my jaw. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Breathe out all that tension you've been carrying that isn't even yours. Oh, good. Here's what you'll gain in the next 10 minutes. You'll understand why beginner feels like danger for highly sensitive people, and you'll leave with a simple way to start without self-abandoning, which is what I'm learning, to be gentle and give myself grace and not self-abandon. No self-abandoning going forward. So, all right. So let me name what's really going on. First lesson, why being a beginner feels so hard for highly sensitive people. Because being highly sensitive means we don't just notice mistakes, we actually feel the mistakes. We feel them in the body, we feel them like heat, we feel them like shame for sure. Like everyone can see I am not good yet. And here's the part people don't say out loud. For a lot of us highly sensitive people, being a beginner doesn't feel like learning. So for a lot of us HSPs, it feels like exposure, like public humiliation, like risk, like I'm going to be judged and I won't survive it. And it's not because you're dramatic, it's because you're highly aware. You notice tone, micro expressions, silences, energy shifts. You can feel the room through the screen. So when you're new at something, you can't control the outcome yet, right? So your nervous system reads that as unsafe. That's why beginners often feel like free falling. And that's what I've been feeling for the last 2 weeks. Like I'm just free falling. And I grew up feeling like, oh, I'm going to get punished, or you had to be capable of doing everything. You had to be the strong one, the capable one, or you learned love through performing. So then being new doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it can feel like danger, right? So what do? We avoid, we procrastinate, we over research, which I did, we perfect, and we hide, which I have been doing. I've been hiding behind my words because if we never start, we never have to feel the vulnerability of being seen mid-process. And that being seen mid-process will, exposes you. So, but here's the cost of that. If you only do what you're already good at, you don't grow, you don't expand, you don't build. Because that way, you're not going to build a life that you actually want. And that's what YouTube is for me right now. It's not just content, it's a nervous system rep. Just like I go work out with my trainer, it's a rep that I'm practicing and building a muscle. So here's the truth. I'm learning as a beginner, and I'll give you 3 truths that I'm learning in real time. Truth number 1, nobody's judging me as hard as I'm judging myself, right? I have been judging myself for the last 2 weeks. Like it's ridiculous. I have to try and learn to be kind and gentle with myself and compassionate because my brain is convinced the internet is a panel of judges with clipboards just sitting and oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. But the comments I get, they're very kind. They're human. They're saying this resonated, this helped, I needed this today. Thank you for sharing this. Like nobody is really counting my imperfections. That's my perfectionism doing overtime. And I learned this as a child from my high school days, going to a boarding school, Catholic girls boarding school in Mombasa, Kenya. There was so much discipline trained in us there that I became a perfectionist, and it shows up in my adult life. And that's an important distinction because perfectionism is not standards. Perfectionism is actually fear in a fancy outfit. That's how I like to call it, right? Truth number 2, beginner is not a permanent identity. Beginner is a season, and I'm trying to teach myself to embrace this season. Every video is a rep, every upload is practice, every messy attempt is proof that I'm not frozen. And here's the reframe that helps me. I'm not failing, I'm training. I'm not failing, I'm training, which leads me to truth number 3. The people who need this space don't need a polished expert. They need a real person. And that's what I represent. That's who I am. And that's what I'm bringing. Highly sensitive people or HSPs are tired of performing. We're tired of curated healing. We're tired of people acting like they've transcended being human. So, me showing up imperfect but honest, that's not a flaw. It's actually a value because it silently tells you you can start too. Your first draft counts, your learning counts. Now, let me tell you what I'm practicing this week, the actual reset. My Sunday reset practice this week I'm practicing being new without apologizing for it, right? Because I've noticed that I do that a lot, um, because a lot of us do that. I pre-defend myself. I had to come up with that. I pre-defend myself. This is what I'll say. Sorry, guys, I'm still learning. I know it's not perfect. Please bear with me. And I'm like, wait, why am I apologizing for being in a process? Being a beginner is normal. It's honest. It's how all growth starts. Otherwise, I've never done this before. So of course there's gonna be mistakes. I'm gonna stumble over my words. My voice is shaky. I forget things. I say the wrong thing. My accent gets in the way, but I'm learning to embrace it. I am Kenyan and I do have an accent, and I told myself I am going to embrace my accent on camera. Here's my practice. No disclaimers, no shrinking, no please don't perceive me. Just I'm going to show up, I'm going to post, I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and I'm going to repeat. Will my perfectionism hate this? Absolutely. My perfectionism is like, what are we doing? Will my nervous system try to convince me to delay this? Of course, 100%. My nervous system is doing cardio right now because I'm so nervous, but I'm doing it anyway. Yes, I'm doing it anyway, and so can you, because I'm done waiting for permission that never comes. I've been waiting to get permission from I don't know who. I had to give myself permission in 2026 that I have to start this process. And if you needed to, here it is. You have permission to be messy. You have permission to be seen while you're learning. You have permission to be a beginner without abandoning yourself. And I want to say one more thing, because you've given yourself permission to be a beginner without abandoning yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to say one more thing to yourself, because it matters, right? Why your engagement matters. I need you to know something. Your support is part of why I'm still here. Every comment, every like, every subscriber, every share. It's not just numbers. It's nervous system fuel for me, right? On days that I my fear gets loud, I read your words and I remember, oh, this isn't just me talking into the void. This is a space being built. So thank you. I thank you all, those who have subscribed, those who share, those who comment, those who encourage me, those who have sent me direct messages, text messages, phone calls, and thank you for your uplifting and encouraging words. Um, you guys are giving me the courage to show up every day. Thank you for being patient with me while I build this muscle, for witnessing me in the process, for cheering me on. And you guys are making me feel like this sanctuary is not a stage. It's actually a safe space for us. We're building something here and we're doing it together. So now this is your turn. I have a question for you. Here's my question for you. What are you delaying because you're not ready yet? Just give me one sentence, drop it in the comments. And if you want, you can actually add this. What would it look like to start as a beginner without apology this week? Right? In whatever you're trying to do, you don't have to be doing YouTube, because I'm willing to bet you're more than ready than you think. Because 2 weeks ago, I was nervous. My friends know how nervous I was and how I talked about starting this YouTube channel all of last year. And the world needs to know that what you're withholding is has a stage. I was so nervous all of last year, majority of last year actually, and leading up to this was just nerves, nerves, nerves. My nervous system just continues to do cardio. So if you see me blinking, like I'm just blinking, it's my nervous system doing cardio. Hmm. I know I'm going to look back to these videos a year from now and think, oh my God, was I nervous? Boy, I was nervous. So if you made it this far, welcome. You're in the right place. Follow the breadcrumbs. And if they resonate, I want you to come back tomorrow, because I'm posting every single day, a new topic, same couch, same tea, same mission. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do that now. The subscribe button, because the algorithm only shows these to people who need them if you engage. So subscribe, like, comment, share with one highly sensitive person, another HSP who's trying to do it all by themselves. And if you want to binge watch The Sanctuary in a way that builds on itself, I want you to start with Have You Outgrown Shallow Friends? Then How I Stopped Abandoning Myself, one of my first episodes. Then How to Stop People Pleasing. Excuse me. And when you're ready for nervous system truth, you will want to watch Your Nervous System is Not an ER. You want the written version of the real-time healing in the comments? We're on Substack. I'll put the link in the description below. The HSP Sanctuary. So YouTube is where I teach. Substack is where we heal together. Links are all in the description. Come find us. You'll fit right in. We welcome you. We want you there. And I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be human. Thank you for allowing me to share my beginner nerves and what I'm scared about. And I want to remind you that you're doing better than you think. And I'll see you tomorrow.